What's up and good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. We have not done one of these in a long time. Dedic is apparently starting off the video by stripping for you guys. Dedic, take it away.
This is an exclusive. One time.
Oh. So you guys have been requesting these videos for a very long time. Obviously, we tore down our podcast studio a while back because we needed more room for work for it. Also, if you guys want, go check out workforitapparel.com. Get you guys some blue collar gear, some blue collar jerky, and a lot of other cool stuff that we have over there. But being that Dedic is back in town, we threw together this really rinky-dink makeshift podcast studio so we can review your guys' trucks. We put out a post on Instagram that said if you want us to review your trucks, send us an email. And, well, we have a lot of emails here we're going to get through. Dedic, is there anything you want to say before we start?
Hello.
Perfect. So the way we do this is we ask you guys to send us in emails, and we'll probably put the email somewhere in there if you guys want us to do these again. And we request you guys send us a couple, usually no more than 2, high-quality pictures that we can actually see what your truck looks like. And a brief description is nice as well. That being said, we're going to start with one without a brief description, but go ahead, Dedic, you have something to say.
Also, real quick, yeah, just some tips real quick. We kind of looked at a few, just, randomly scrolling through some. Don't have the lighting behind the truck. Don't do it in very low light sunsets where we can literally only see the cab lights on top of the truck and a rack, and that is absolutely it. Sometimes it might look good on your phone and it just does not show up on our end. So keep that in mind when you send them in, because that might be the make or break of if your truck makes it on. So,
right. This guy gets a pass because he's unfortunately our example. I feel sorry for showing you that, but that's we want to show you an example. Yeah. All right, Dedic, we're going to jump straight in, buddy. All right, let's do this. We're going to pick at random from this email list.
Okay.
And here we go, buddy. All right, Dedic, we got us a Chevy. I'm going to say, what is that, a 90s?
Yeah.
A description would be nice. I don't know why we're giving this guy.
It's to me, this is the OBS style.
Correct.
Anything before this is a square body.
Agreed.
And then after that, you've got your cat eyes and whatnot. Wow, you really started me off with this. So I'm just going to jump out and say this. I'm one of those guys where, whatever your flavor is, that's great. Everyone's open to an opinion. Just because my opinion doesn't make it mean that this is cool or not.
Right.
I appreciate everyone's build. You can tell people spend time on things. I
feel like you're setting somebody up here, Dedic.
Unfortunately, this is not my flavor. I am not a fan of the, what are the wheels? The
replicas?
Yeah, the replicas. I'm not a fan of those.
So for those of you that don't know what replicas are, if you look at the wheels here, they basically take like whatever model year, let's say a 2021 Chevy, you have a certain amount of wheels you can get from the dealer. And so what a lot of guys are doing is they're taking those replicas and they're making them bigger. So they're basically taking like a factory alloy wheel and making it bigger. And to me, I'm same boat as you. I've never been a factory wheel guy. I order my vehicles with like the cheapest wheels they'll send me because I know I'm swapping them out to something way better than you can buy from the dealer and at a better price. The dealer really marks up the price on some alloy wheels.
Like honestly, at this point, like I would have rather seen the original wheels, just a different tire on it, because it's like not trying to like knock you down or anything, but like in my mind, like I'm not going to spend money on something that looks the exact same, just a little bit bigger.
Fair.
Like if you need new tires, great, get a little bigger tire, get something that looks cooler, and if you're running the same wheel. But if you're spending money to get a new wheel and tire setup, why make it look like it was original? Unless it's a sleeper build, but this isn't it. Like,
I will say though, I know we can't look past the wheels here, but the paint looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Color matched the mirrors, which I don't believe they came with like that back in the day. That looks really nice. We are missing a logo there. I think Dedic's looking closely. We're missing a bow tie on the front end, but other than that, I give him credit. It is a clean truck. I understand like what you're trying to do by bringing a more modern wheel, like a factory modern wheel on an older truck. Sometimes we do stuff like that with our stuff. But kind of in Dedic's boat, it's not my favorite. I don't like replica wheels. Also, I'm not a big fan of this body style.
Yeah, no.
Crew cab, lifted, they can look okay. It's never been my favorite. I'm more of a Ford OBS guy, and that's coming from like I'm a GM guy at heart. I know everybody thinks I'm not now because I own so many Fords, but yeah.
No, I'll give it to you. 90s King was like Ford was king. Yeah, absolutely. They had the right designer in their pocket. This Chevy messed up for those.
All right, give us a rating.
This is the first one in, dude.
Yeah.
I like it. Like I already don't want to go too high.
I'm going to let you set the bar.
I don't want to go too high because like that I'm squeezing the rest in and I'm like pinching at like pennies and dimes, but like 4.5.
I'll give him a 5 because the paint job looks really nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got. Let's just pick at random here. Okay, good. We got some good pictures.
Okay,
there.
there
He
we go.
screenshotted his screen of his Instagram. That's also not a good way to send in pictures.
no.
But
Absolutely
all right,
not.
Derek. We got us here in 09 Silverado with a 5-inch rough country lift with 2-inch bottom spacer. Kryptonite. What do we got? Kryptonite upper control arms, outer tie rods, lower ball joints, 20x12 hostile alphas, 32-inch Toyo MTs, 33-inch, sorry. G2 diff cover, billet grill, aftermarket headlights, and speed pulls. Shout out to the homies at Speedpool.
Yep.
All right, Derek, what are you thinking, buddy?
Go back up to the top. Sorry, let me look at those details. I kind of like blanked out when you were reading them out.
We both have ADD. It's a little rough.
Yeah, it's bad. This is gonna be a bad one. All right. Okay. All right, so you got some kryptonite stuff on it. That's good. This thing isn't going to ka-chow a wheel going down the road.
We hope not.
You got.
I mean, you're running 33s.
Yeah.
You got a
This
decent
is-
offset.
This is practical. I like this. I'm like, I don't know how many times I've mentioned it to Ryan, like talking about like future builds and stuff. Like, how many times have I said like practical? It's like I'm starting to get away from the let's do something 12-inch lift, 13, 14-inch lift, like 40s. Like, I'm like in the wheelhouse now of like, I want some like 33s, maybe a 30, 35s are big for me right now. Like 20 by 12s. Like, I'm slowly starting to pull away from the big and flashy because it's like, I'm driving my vehicles a whole lot more, and I'd rather something more comfortable than.
Fair.
And this is nice. I like this. This is something that looks good. If I see it going down the road, I'm gonna poke my head out and go, all right, cool.
All right, I'll give him credit. This is a very California build.
Yeah.
And obviously I see the California plates on there, but it's a very California build. This was back in like, I don't know, early 2000s, like 2008, 9, 10. I guess that's not early 2000s, but you saw a lot of like the billet grill, the billet mesh grill, or like just the straight lines like this one. But he did it clean. And this is not my favorite body style also. Like,
Yeah, no.
I feel like this would be second not favorite to the OBS Chevy body style. But these actually look really good as pre-runners. So if you ever want to build one of these, I would only build this body style as a pre-runner. However, I got to say, very clean truck, very, daily driver. Yeah. He upgraded all the steering components that need to get upgraded. So I'm going to give him I'll give him a 5.
What year is this thing?
It is an 09.
09? Yep. Yeah. Like it's weird for me because like 09 is starting to like especially like the Duramaxes, those earlier years, those are starting to like the price. It's doing the market so weird right now, especially now that we're starting to come down.
I believe this is a gas truck. I'm not.
I'm just saying, like the whole body style, like this is starting to become the affordable truck that everyone's going to. This body style.
Well, the problem with if you get this in diesels, this is right when the emissions came out. So this is the last diesel you want to buy for Chevy. Do not buy this era of Duramax because they had a lot of emission stuff because they were just starting to figure out all the BS diesel emission stuff. These were the first body styles to get it. So I would shy away from one if you guys are looking for a Duramax.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be let's throw a 6.5 at it.
6.5.
I think 6.5 is for me.
All right.
What'd you say?
5.
5? Okay. Yeah, no. I like this. It's clean. This is something I drive.
Here we go. Let's see. We got us next up, a 2020 2500 HD Cognito level kit, Cognito upper control arms, Fox 2.0 Resis. Truck rides like S off-road. I like the honesty. Airbag or airlift 5K bags in the rear, 37-inch knitted ridge grapplers, 20x10 hostile maniacs, wrapped front and rear bumper. All right, there you go. There's his Instagram. You guys can see. All right, Dedic, dive in, buddy.
Once again, practical. I like it. This front end, it's like just weird enough for me to like.
I don't hate it. I know everybody hated it when it came out, and I was kind of in the boat of like it looks weird, but I definitely do not hate it now that I see it. However, this type of build is kind of what I like. I don't know how to explain it. So there's like different trim packages, right? You get like your work truck, which is black and white. So if you ever order like a WT or like an XLT in a Ford, like it's black and white. Everything's black plastic or white. And then you can elevate that and you make it look nicer where like it's glossy plastic, right? Like which looks better. This almost gives me like it's just on the cusp of being work truck vibe just from the white and black combo. And that's coming from a guy that likes white and black trucks. Like it needs something a little bit more to throw it over the edge. But other than that, I mean, he went with quality parts, even though he says it doesn't ride good off road.
Hey, sometimes they just don't work.
I appreciate the honesty on that one. Super clean, solid build. If you guys are thinking about doing bumpers, wraps are cool. Yeah, I mean, I feel like bumpers kind of the only place I would like trust a wrap to hold up for many, many years. I had them on my trucks for years. Doing the whole vehicle, you run into issues, but bumpers are cool. I don't know. I like the truck.
I'm not picking on this truck. Can we talk about something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, look at the bed to cab size ratio on this thing.
It's a little, yeah. I mean,
like, where are we heading? Or like, at this point, it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Gladiators have such a stubby bed, and it's like with the crew cab, it's like we're heading in that direction.
Well, look at the F-150s, or look at the Tacomas. If you put a 16-inch toolbox, you took up half your Tacoma bed.
Dude, it's insane. Like, wait, when are we gonna realize, like, all right, we started going too far in one direction. Let's start bringing it back and like.
You don't want the mega
Dude,
double XL cab.
Like, it's either gonna get to the point where we're just gonna delete the beds, or we're gonna be driving school buses around.
I'm cool with that.
It's. No, this is clean. I like it. It's. This is gonna be closer to like the 5.2 for me. Also, I'm not a big fan of newer trucks just because like I've gone to dealership, gotten something new. It's kind of like hard to get like Hold
on, one of these is a boo. No, well, they're clapping before you did.
All right,
I tried.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I tried.
It's especially nowadays. It's hard to really justify spending that kind of money for what some of these trucks come with.
Fair.
And for me, somebody who works on my own vehicles, it's just not practical for me to own a new vehicle.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So I guess it's biased because I want to rate this lower, but for me, this is a 6.
I'll give it a 6.5. It's clean. There's nothing too flashy about it, and it's a new truck. Like, it's just hard to go wrong with a new truck. I'm on the opposite end of Dedix. I own a lot of old trucks, and then when I try to tow with them, I'm like, man, the new 2023s can tow like 35,000 pounds. That sounds more appealing than this OBS that's struggling to make it up a hill.
But you're also the kind of person who will dread on one thing you do once the entire year and forget about all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
it happens.
It's understandable.
All right. Next up, we've got, let's see. Again, we're kind of just picking at random, scrolling through. All right. Well, we can't give out half the information here because, this screen record's getting a little weird here. Oh, my. No. Oh, geez. What is going on?
Figure out what you got to. I want to talk about this truck. I love this truck.
We should have done this beforehand. So, All right. I'm just going to open a picture here and hope for the best. All right. Here we go. Geez. On the Google Drive. I have not stopped hearing about this truck, by the way, since this man has landed in California.
Dude, I love it. I'm going to be real with you. For me, this is it. It's just, I love the body style. Cat eye, it all the way. This is, of all the Chevy trucks, this is my number one.
I'm with you.
This is my absolute favorite. He's had I know, just like not even reading the details, I know he's had the cab corners redone. He's had the rockers redone.
Like I said, he's obsessed with this truck. So this is Dustin.
Yeah.
You guys may know Dustin formerly from Custom Offsets. He was in all of their YouTube videos. And Dustin's a good friend of ours. He is now with We the People Holsters, doing a lot of their stuff. So Dustin's doing big things. Dustin is a truck guy at heart. He's also a gun guy at heart. So if you guys, don't follow him, make sure you guys go follow him. But yeah, his truck is super clean. You guys know I'm also a Cat Eye guy. My first truck was a Cat Eye. I've always dreamt of a Cat Eye diesel. We ended up with one, was it 2 years ago now? And we did a big giveaway with that, and I kind of regret it, even though it went to a really good home, and I'm excited for that. But I miss having a Cat Eye, and this truck is just super, super clean, and he's constantly evolving this truck. It looks like, what do we got? Boost mirrors on there. That's the newer GM style mirrors. Actually, we've got a whole list here.
Actually, that giveaway truck inspired me to go get my own.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Dedic does, in fact, have a, what is it, 04. Dedic has an 04.
LB7.
So this is a 2007. So he's got, an 07 LBZ is like super rare.
Yeah.
So I'll give him credit on that. 4.5-inch BDS lift. BDS makes, the 4.5 kits are really nice.
And I think he's got it turned down a little low, too.
Even better.
Yeah.
Even better. Let's see. 24x14 TIS4. 355, 40, R24, Nitto trail grapplers, that's hard to say. McGoy's, traction bars, custom built headlights, paint to match grill, bumper inserts, black billet insert. God, doesn't give us a lot of it.
It's a list.
It's got everything.
Yeah.
It's got everything.
And I can tell you right now, he's got a lot more for this truck.
It's got a Gen Y hitch because he tows shit.
Yeah, he actually uses this thing. So like I've been saying, he uses this truck, and it is just Not gonna lie, he's driving my ideal truck right now.
All right, rate it, buddy.
I'm gonna give it a 10. I mean, like, come on, like I've been basically fangirling about this thing the second.
You got it.
Like,
you got the 10.
Yeah.
You got the 10.
This truck is.
Listen, Dustin does everything right. Yeah, I mean, in terms of cat eyes, this is about as clean as they come. So I'll give him a 10. Just for being a cat eye and the thing's beautiful. Dustin did a great job.
Just needs a flog bumper front and rear, and he's good.
We've got.
Wow.
Okay. Tyler Denton. Here's my 2020 F450 with a 12 to 13 inch striker kit, 26 inch 4G autos, 40 inch Furies, flog bumpers, and all the other goodies. Royalty core grill, and headache rack, horn blasters, train horn. What is that? Rack Tech
roof rack, lights, rock lights, etc.
Talk in your microphone, Derek.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Rock Tech roof rack, lights.
The truck bed, drive shaft, shocks, train horn, and other pieces have been custom wrapped. As far as I know, it's the only truck bed and train horns I've ever seen wrapped. I don't know what that means.
I think he had like the actual train horns final wrapped.
Why would you wrap the bed? The bed matches the. All right. Anyways, just looking at this is like, boom.
Wow.
Like that's a burly truck right there. You guys know I'm real partial to the 450s these days. And
tell me about it. We'll talk about me top fangirling about Dustin.
Hey, listen,
fangirling about
the
450s.
450s are nice. The 450s are nice. This thing looks cool.
But...
This thing is like, so to me, this is like practical elevated, right? Dedek's gonna look at this thing and be like, I would never want to drive that. However, if you don't live on a dirt road like I do, I would daily drive the crap out of this thing. Albeit, if you guys don't know, those striker suspension kits are very, very pricey. Like very, very pricey. Okay. Hey, we probably should just scroll to now we understand the raft. All right.
I will say I have not seen this.
That is actually really cool.
That is.
Yeah. All right. Well, kudos to you.
All right.
Yeah. Shout out to the Ford dealer that ordered your truck without bed liner in it.
Yeah.
But hey, you made that works. That's really cool. All right.
Okay.
Let's see. Maybe we got there we go. There's a better shot of the suspension.
Yeah, wow.
The striker kits are good. I don't know if they were the first to do like these cradle kits with all of the what are the plates called?
Yeah, the
accent plate, beauty plate. I don't know what the exact word is, but if you guys have ever seen the suspension that has like the little accent plates bolted on, whether they're chrome, another color, striker, they hit it hard the first year that I went to SEMA, and I saw a ton of trucks there with their setups. They're really cool. I like them. I actually really like this wheel color.
Yeah,
it's like
cool.
some type of gray, not quite Nardo gray, but that with the black accents.
I'm colorblind. I'm seeing purple, which makes sense as to why you like it.
Wait, aren't we not supposed to tell anybody you're colorblind?
Oh, yeah, it's all right. Man. It's at this point they can get mad at me. Oh well, what are they gonna do?
This truck is sick.
Yeah, no, this thing is sick. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, clearly, I'm gonna assume this was a SEMA build. I mean, you see all the sponsors on the back window there, the wrap in the bed.
Dude, I'm over here like sweating because I can see how much money there is. Like,
there is a lot of, dude, those wheels alone. I'm assuming floating center caps are heat parked perfectly for the F to be standing up there, but
yeah, no, definitely probably floating.
I love those wheels. Like those wheels look
sick.
super clean. I think the only thing I would change on this truck is the mirrors need some love. The headlights could use some love. Get rid of that amber in the headlights, and then I think this thing's like, I love it.
I'm with you on like wheel to tire ratio, and this is kind of on like the high end of it, but it still works for me.
I got no issues with it. It doesn't look like it's on stilts. The wheels, and I mean, it's enough meat. I like a little more meat on my tires, but it's enough meat, you know. I'm gonna rate this thing I
got it in my head.
I'm gonna explain it in a second here. I'm gonna give it an 8, and I just feel like we're missing the wheel color being tied in somewhere a little bit above the cab, just a little bit. We don't need a lot of it, just a little bit.
9.3.
9.3.
9.3.
Wow,
it's pretty much there. I'm not gonna lie,
Mister don't like new truck guy.
I don't, but this is just done right, and I can appreciate.
He spent the money to do it right. That's the
money
one thing.
Is there.
Anything I'm talking about is like a little cosmetic change that I would.
The
make.
Coils look like they're the same color as the wheels. They're
I
just
bet
in the
they
dark.
are.
Like it's tied in. Like I said, the only thing it's missing for me is
the bed wrap's cool.
The bed wrap's cool.
The bed wrap's
like,
cool.
He actually like thought some things out and was like, I want this, I don't want that. Like,
let's do it different.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing it's missing for me is something done with the mirrors. Like,
well, it says the drive shaft shocks and everything. Like,
yeah, look, you can see the crossover steering's wrapped. Like,
I wish we had a more close up of that. That'd be cool. But all right, there you go. Good job, Tyler.
I like it.
This is a nice truck. Okay, Here we go. And again, some of these we're choosing at random here. I don't know what we're getting into here, buddy. We got us a 2004 F-150 Heritage, leftover parts from 2003. I didn't know that was a thing. She got the mighty 4.6 Triton V8 in her. Is that a V8 or V6?
I don't know. I don't work on Fords, man.
7.5-inch suspension lift, 3-inch body lift, 2-wheel drive. Currently in the process of taking the lift off and putting a 4.6 drop kit on it. And 20-inch Lightning replicas. That X out on the replicas. All right. This is an interesting truck. You want to talk about early 2000s Southern California. These trucks were everywhere. My sister actually had like this exact truck, but a step side. Yeah, they were funky. To me, these have always been feminine looking trucks. Like these were, I think it's a feminine truck. These do look decent as pre-runners though.
I'm not gonna lie, if I saw that roll down the road and I didn't look long enough, I think that's Tacoma.
Huh. They're kind of tall though. And what's crazy is my sister actually almost had this exact lift setup. She had like a 6 to 7 inch lift with a body lift on top of it.
Yeah.
I don't remember why. There's probably a reason for these trucks. You probably don't have any turning radius or something. I don't remember exactly why, but this definitely brings back some memories here. Those like the same wheels that I have on the OBS. Yeah. They look real similar.
This is weird for me. I don't know how I'm feeling about this.
Just give me a rating, Daddy. Just throw it out there. Let's just go. Let's just go.
This is starting to hurt for me looking at this. It's
all right, well, Garrett, give me this. Would you keep it lifted or would you lower it? So, because obviously the Lightning year of this truck, like everybody spots a Lightning and they love this body style. I don't like either. Like,
is this thing 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive?
He said it was 2-wheel drive.
2-wheel drive. Lower it.
Okay.
Lower it. Yeah.
All right.
I'm a big believer of like, you raise 4-wheel drives, 4x4s, you lower 2-wheel drives.
Well, give me a rating now. Just gonna drink my Mountain Dew.
5.3.
Wow. I'm gonna give it.
I think I was generous there.
I'm gonna give it a 4.6.
Okay.
Like the Triton.
Oh, I see what you're
saying. I gotta give him credit though, because if he kept it this clean for this many years, it's an 04. Actually, that's almost 20 years old.
Yeah.
And he's kept it this clean. I give him credit for that.
Sorry. Yeah.
4.7. All right.
You said 4.6, but okay.
Okay, 4.6. All right, here we go. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay, now we're getting into Dedek's world. We've got a 2004. Wait.
No.
For my 2004 Duramax. What are we showing?
Which
here?
one are we? Oh.
Dedek, ain't that what you got sitting in your driveway? Kind of almost. That's Snow 5'9", Snow 6'6".
Right.
Shout out to Snow over in Iowa. That's almost as identical what his truck looked like. Okay, so let's just look at what do we got here? Dedek 79 K10, 3/4 ton swap, 6-inch lift, 37s. It has a small block 350 with aluminum E Street heads. That's gonna mean something to Dedek. Bigger cam, stock push rod. The biggest cam stock push rods allow. Okay. The white truck will be giving up its heart to the square body.
I see. Okay, I see.
That makes sense. That's a really nice,
dude. Like
Duramax to be chopping up to put into this thing. But all right, Dedek, give me a little rundown here. What do you think, buddy?
I think. Come on now. Do I even gotta talk about it? Dude, I love that front end. That's my favorite front end right there.
Okay.
I like the pre. What is it? Oh my god, my brain is fried right now. Like the what year is this?
79?
79?
79.
Yeah, I forget when the cutoff is. I think it's like 81 where you move to like the flat
Gotcha.
hood. This one's got the little pop out in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this is my actually preferred body style for square bodies.
Okay.
I love it. It's fantastic. I wish I could see more of it because the red light is kind of like, is that orange or red?
I don't know.
It's kind of just.
I would hope it to be orange because it matched the paint.
It's kind of just blinding everything else. I'm pretty sure that's like one of the OG like Warren winches up there in the front. That's pretty sick.
That is cool. I like those old school ones.
Yeah. I'm sure that truck probably runs hot some days, but it's worth it. The mirrors. So those mirrors, for some reason, I like them, but if it's a step side.
Okay, I'm with you. Let's see what you're saying.
For the fleet side beds, I think you need to get the OG square body mirrors.
Now, I hate usually step side trucks. This is the one exception of year that I like a step side truck.
Yep.
And I would prefer a step side truck. If you're going to keep it kind of short and stubby, like we're seeing here, I think it needs to be a step side. Otherwise, you need to just make it way bigger.
Dude, it just looks mean.
It needs to be bigger and wider.
Mean with the step side.
Yeah. Step side, you can keep it this size. Yep. You got the
single
fleet
cab,
side.
short bed.
Make it bigger and wider. I think it'd be cool.
That's
all right. Rate this bad boy.
This is gonna be a 8.6 for me.
8.6. I say as it sits, it's a 6.
Okay.
You throw that Duramax in it, I'll bump you up to like a 7.5.
Yeah.
You do something even cooler with it, I don't know what, then we'll go from
I mean,
there.
I'm clearly partial to square bodies.
Fair.
So, yeah, there
fair.
could be no interior in that, and my score will probably stay the same.
Alrighty, let's see. Coming up next, we've got Chris Smith. Here we've got a 2017 GMC Sierra 1500 4-inch lift, 20 by 10. Those are Archons. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wearing an Archon jacket earlier. DS18 tower speaker, onboard air, hand built in his driveway. All right. Dedic, give me a little rundown. Also, shout out, Chris. Good job on the pictures, buddy.
Yeah.
These are some high quality pictures.
Yeah, I'll give you.
And you're showing every angle.
You're already getting a bump. Okay.
Wow. I was not expecting to see this setup in the bed. Is that waterproof or you got a cover?
No, I think that's just a picture of it in the bed. I think it's still
you
in
think
the
that's a
cab.
seat?
It's not even wired up.
Yeah,
to
that
see
might
it.
be a seats.
I think he's just showing it. Oh,
and we got a wreath on the front. All right, we're not going to click on that video because
Yeah.
it's probably going to be really grainy on this. All right, I'm going to go first because this is kind of like, I feel like this is more my area.
Yes, absolutely.
I give him, like, it's a really clean truck, right? He touched on all the details. If you guys are sitting in your driveway and you're looking at your truck and you want to bring it to the next level, this is what you need to do. Custom grill doesn't necessarily need to be custom. You can do some cool stuff with the factory grills. Look at like Chris's truck, for instance. But if you want to have a custom grill made like he did, then custom grill. It doesn't look like he touched his lights. This is actually the year you don't have to really do anything. Like these lights look really good from the factory. Looks like his mirror caps and his door handles were painted as well, and it's just clean. That will take your truck to the next level from anybody else that buys one off the lot and throws leveling kit, wheels, and tires on it. So I give him credit for that. It's not $1 million to do that. Like this is a prime example of what you guys should do. Are those speed poles? I'm thinking I'm seeing speed poles in the rear as well.
Yep. Those are speed poles.
Yeah, and then the audio setup. I'm not the biggest audio guy in the world, but I like the cool little racks like that people are starting to do now. Other than like you lose your bed for certain things, but if you're a big tailgater, that looks like a cool setup. Waterproof, they're tower speakers for a wakeboard boat. I like how people are building like the little round bar, kind of roll cage material there, and they clamp on. Like it's cool. It's super clean.
You know what I'd like on that?
What's that?
A third brake light. Something done with third brake light there. That would look sick.
I'm with you. Okay. Yeah.
Little color match third brake light. Something to do with that. I don't know how you do that or what they offer, but dude, what's up with the shark fin on these trucks?
I don't know.
Why are they
OnStar.
like
That's
all?
the
But
OnStar
why are they
antenna.
all the way over there? Like, put it to the back
Or center it.
or center it. Like,
yeah.
why were they just like
I'd also probably take care of that. Wrap that thing white, paint it white, do something
make
with
it
it.
disappear?
Make it blend in.
Like, if you can't get rid of it, make it disappear. I think that just like that thing throws me off. But something I will mention about this truck, I like how the wheel and tire setup. Most people don't like the street tires on a truck.
Right.
This is, what are these? These are more of like an all-terrain or like a hybrid.
Yeah,
look like
they're
a
probably
hybrid.
like an RT or
I like
something.
how this truck kind of has a theme going through the whole thing. They didn't throw some like off-road inspired parts on it and then some street parts. This is, a decent looking street truck. In my mind, I would rate I would label this as a street truck.
What are you gonna rate it?
I'm gonna give this. Dude, I've honestly lost all. Like, I've got like some weird headache going on, but I've already kind of lost where I was rating some trucks and like. So I'm sorry if my ratings start to like not make sense whatsoever. That's why.
He's been like doing like 700 milligrams of caffeine a day, and today he's only on one Red Bull.
Yeah, that's rough. I'm
All
struggling.
right, rate it, buddy. Let's go.
7.6.
7.6. All right.
7.6.
I will give him a 7. Very clean. Just enough done to it to make it personal. Not too flashy. Good daily driver. It also looks like it's the extended cab, not the full crew cab, which I deduct a couple of points for that little baby back door. But there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Like that truck, it's not something I'm gonna pull my phone out and take a picture in a parking lot if I see it. But I'll definitely, nod my head a little bit and go, oh, that's clean. I like that.
Okay, Dedic. Up next, we have. Let's see. I'm just gonna not even look and click.
You just closed it.
Okay. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Let's see. We've got us here an 02 F450 with 6-speed manual with overdrive, custom airbrush paint, custom 8-inch lift with bags for towing. It has 19.5 wheels and tires are about 37s.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Dude, we are like hitting the early 2000s.
I love
hard.
this. I love this.
This was another, like, you would see these all over SoCal, especially the flames. Like, that's
sick.
But the fact that I'm assuming these are pretty new pictures. I don't think that Lance Camper's an 03 or an 02. So these are pretty new pictures. The fact that this gentleman has kept this thing this clean, and we got some smaller pictures down here that are a little hard to see, but that interior looks just flawless. It's got custom painted interior, gauge pods, Looks like a custom little bracket there for the airbag setup.
Points for the dash being in one piece.
Right? Dude, this is like you go out to Glamis in 2003 and you're seeing a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I give him I like the 19.5s. I'd probably go 22.5s if it was me. Or yeah, I mean, I don't know. 22.5s just to me like it's a little bit elevated. 19.5 still cool. I like the wheel tire combo. Definitely, you can tell it's his tow rig.
Yeah.
And again, back then you had to do a lot of custom stuff. So if you're doing a custom 8-inch lift kit, like there's not. We have so many more options nowadays than our parents had back in the day.
Dude, it's crazy how 8 inches still looks like an 8-inch lift still looks pretty low. It's crazy how like nowadays trucks just come so high from the factory that
Yeah, you said like a 4-inch lifted F450 next to this thing, and it's probably taller.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah, we got let's see, we're dumping the exhaust right in front of the back wheels. I bet this thing's loud.
This thing's sick.
What's a O2? Is that a 6.0?
Dude, it's out of my world. It's either 6.0 or 7.3.
Wait, when did they cut off the 7.3? Was that 01?
I don't know.
I don't remember. It might be a 7.3.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where's Zach when you need him?
Yeah, right. I'm sorry, guys. I don't do Fords. I barely do Chevy. Let's be real here.
Yeah. So all
I
right.
work on stuff.
I don't know what grill that is, but is that a Crown on there or is that Flames? I feel like this is very early 2000s.
I like it, dude. That grill though, where they have the straight bars going across, that is like that was the thing.
Well, and I like back. These were the pioneers of putting lights behind the grill. There were no LED light bars. You're putting big old either halogen or at some point HIDs came out for like $1 million for one light. Yeah, this is super cool, man. I give it. I like the throwback. I like the nostalgia of it. It's a 6-speed. Clearly, he keeps it in great condition. Still driving it. Still uses it to tow his Lance camper in the back. I'm gonna give this a solid 7.5.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to 7. I was thinking like 6.8 at first. I don't know why I'm going with these weird numbers, and then I remembered it's a 6-speed, so I'm gonna give it a 7.
Yeah, this thing's cool. This thing's cool. I like this. All right. Here we go. Picking next one. Here we go. Oh man. All right. So again, we're not like there's no vetting process. We're just clicking. Sometimes we're gonna get better pictures than others. 2007 F350 XLT with the 6.0, 280,000 miles. Congratulations. Original heads and head bolts. That also congratulations.
Yeah, wow.
175 over 30 injectors. WDI tunes, fully deleted bed stack. 35-inch fuel wheels, 2.5-inch leveling kit, 12 RGB rock lights, 550-piece headliner lights. I'm assuming the little Starlight headliner, RGB whips, aftermarket headlights, yada, yada, yada. All right. At least we got a picture we can see here a little bit better. I mean, I guess we're just sticking. This is our life from now on, as we're sticking to the early rounder body styles of Fords here.
Yeah.
Dedick, quick thoughts on this one.
Sorry, I don't mean to be mean. I don't mean to be like, dude, you throw so many Fords at me in a row, and I'm gonna be like, it is what it is. Yeah.
All right.
Light bar is a little like I can get why he has light bar. I see where he's at.
He's at clearly goes camping or the desert. I will say this reminds me of a high school kid's truck.
Yeah.
Like I mean, and then that's not in a bad way. Like an 07, it's affordable for somebody just out of high school, probably maybe as your first truck. A lot of these mods are stuff that we did. Like it's just stuff I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to really explain it, but it just seems like it's somebody younger that's doing it. Eventually you'll probably grow out of like the big bar across the windshield. But then you look at like the rack on the back and I'm like, well, maybe that is somebody older. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But again, they use it. They did clean little mods. It looks like, some Amazon style headlights there. I don't really know if that's true or not. It's clean. I give them credit. It's clean. If this is your first truck, awesome. If not, awesome.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'll give you credit for this. From your little description, it doesn't seem like you're trying to push this as like some crazy build you've done. This just seems like, hey man, this is my truck. This is what I drive. It's cool. Like,
it's impressive you kept this 6.0
honestly,
this long.
That's what's putting the most points towards my rating. Yeah, and honestly, it doesn't seem like you're trying to push this and say, I did this, by hand in my garage and frame off. Like, this is my crazy build. Like, you just seem like, hey, this is my truck, this is what I drive.
Well, I like it. Clean offset.
Yeah.
It's leveled. There's no like big goofy wheels that don't fit the look of the truck. The truck, it's just a solid truck. I give you a solid 5.
I'm actually gonna go like 6.5.
All right.
Just because also it's like I feel like if he took these pictures in his driveway, I'd be at a 5. But where he took these pictures, like he uses his truck.
Right.
Like, he has a purpose for this truck. Like everything that's on it has a purpose. So that's why it scores a little better in my mind.
All right, I'm with you. All right, here we got Joe Wrinkle. No clue what it is. Let's go. Open it up. We got trees.
All right.
Would be awesome review. Let's see. Dedda, can you read over there? He's got a 03 1500 with a turn down leveling kit sitting on stock size tires, but what is it?
How do you turn down?
But safely in the rocker panels is more important. She's got a little bit of color matching, or best you can do at home with a spray can.
Okay, he's being honest. Right. I like it.
Not much, but gets me to work every day, and I can put money away for body work. There you go. All right, let's see what we got. All right, now, all right. Okay. Well, we only got one picture. We need more angles here.
We're right back here.
Okay, so we were speaking about high school truck. This also screams. This screams high school back east truck. Is what I'm getting, or Midwest.
Yeah, this is like a Midwest, like Northeast truck for sure.
I'm not a fan of the oversized dual exhaust sticking out the back. I like. I almost thought it didn't have a tailgate on there.
I wish there was a second picture. Is that a visor?
That is a visor.
That is sick.
That's got and the window vents.
That is. Does it have the wind deflector for the hood too?
Yeah, it does. The bug deflector.
All right, this is doing things for me now. Here we go.
I'm not a fan of most two-tones. Let me just throw that out there. This is case in point. I'm not a huge fan of this style of two-tone.
Except for square bodies.
Yeah.
When they do that center, that is.
I'll give you that. But on newer trucks, I'm not a big two-tone fan.
It doesn't work.
I don't know if this combo was ever offered by GM.
Actually, I think I know what he's doing here.
You think he fixed some rust?
Not the rust.
Okay.
Do you know what usually goes on that part of the body?
What's that?
Think about my truck. Those panels.
Yeah.
I think he took them off and it took paint with it, and that was his best attempt at. Yeah. Scroll up. What did he say he spray painted? That might explain it.
He color matched with some spray paint, so that means he must have done. I don't see anything color matched though. But
that had to have been factory then, I guess.
I don't know.
I don't think that came like that.
Okay, well here, look at that bumper. That bumper's not factory. They didn't have steps in the bumpers.
Yeah,
back
no,
then.
they did not. They had the metal bumpers.
All right, give this thing a quick rating, Dedick.
I could see myself driving this in like 20 years. I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm surprised you don't have one of these.
Honestly, I kind of I love this. Yeah, I'm gonna give this like a 6-8. The only reason why I'm not going higher is because I don't want to be mean to the other people I've rated a little lower.
Fair. Well, I just noticed he's got a work for it decal on there. Like that's a drop dead 10 right there.
Oh
man.
yeah. Who
10,
we kidding here?
10. I appreciate you. Yeah, listen, I like that he decided he's not going to dump a bunch of money in his truck. He's saving for body work. That's what I appreciate. Work within your means, whatever you got. Don't feel like you have to go out and spend $5,000 on a loan for wheels and tires when your paint's falling off.
Yeah.
Do a little bit, keep it to where the truck runs and drives good, save your money. Me and Dedick actually just had to talk about this the other day.
Yeah.
And then, once you have enough money, fix things right. So I appreciate that. I will give him a 5. It's not exactly for me.
Yeah.
However, it's clean wheels and tires. Yeah, and he's doing things right.
Dude, I should honestly just email you a picture real quick of my truck so we can just talk about like what we were just mentioning about like you need to work on it mechanically. Because, dude, my truck is not a looker, but like,
yeah,
I put a ton of miles. Well, maybe we might do that at the end. We'll talk about my truck later.
Fair. Okay, here we go. Christian Jimenez. We've got, big picture.
Okay.
A 2022 Ram 1500 Laramie 4x4 Sport. And I don't know if we have a description here. Oh, we got some close-up pictures. Okay.
Method RIP.
I'm trying to get to the bottom here. Dedick had some method wheel stolen. What do we got going on here?
I think that was a before picture.
Okay, before picture.
That's before.
She has come a long ways. She has come a long ways. All right, let me go back to the main picture here. Wheels are decent. We got some spikes on there. Is that what I'm seeing? I wish this one had a description. All right. Let's go with this picture. Seems to be the best picture. All right, so I'm just going to start off by saying the Ram 1500s are not my favorite. Reason being is the front ends have a lot of plastic. Now, I don't know if it's the Laramie package or whatever that gets you to where the grill's color match. Maybe he had the grill color match. I'm not sure, but it looks a lot better when you start getting rid of all of the chunky black plastic. But these also, they look like Tundras. That's kind of the vibe I get from this truck. It looks like a Tundra, but it's clean. Like this dude kind of just touched on all the details you need to touch on. And again, it's taking that truck, elevating a little bit from your neighbors. And yeah, what do you think, Dedick?
Yeah, for me, I really wish this thing had a description. To me, it looks like he threw like a small lift and some wheels and tires. So, I mean, that basically, I'm just rating what Ram puts out from the factory.
Fair.
So it's kind of like hard to this is that point where you kind of got to determine are we rating the builds, what money and work someone put into a truck or the truck itself.
Right.
So unfortunately, like, don't get me wrong, I like this truck. I like the setup, practical, clean, nothing too flashy. You know, you can kind of still float under the radar, but it's still nice enough to where, you know, when you're walking away from it, you look back when you lock it, kind of thing.
I got you.
But for me, I feel like if it had a description and kind of talked about what he did to it, I'd rate it higher. But this is like a 4 for me.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a 5 again. Clean truck, just enough done to it, but nothing spectacular. It's a brand new truck, so it's kind of hard to
which is also justifiable because unlike someone like you, most people when they buy a newer vehicle, they don't want to do too much right away.
It almost looks like, and again, I feel like you did a couple more details, but it almost looks like one of the ones that the dealer lifted and sold you on the lot.
Yeah,
but it's better than that. I'll give him that. It is better than that. Okay, here we go. Next up, we got Dedick, this is right up your alley, buddy. All right, we got a 91 S10 4x4. That's good. With a 350 Chevy with cheap steel wheels, 30 by 9, 5, 15 Yokohama Geolander MTs. Not a show truck by any means, but just a fun, fast-ish beater. Dedick, did they put 350s in S10s ever? Is that a thing?
I think so, yeah.
Or did he swap this thing?
No, I think they did. Yeah, no, they did.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they did.
I know nothing about the S10 world. Dedick, it's a square body S10, buddy. What do you think?
I am partial to this. Okay. My dad, from like my first vehicle that I can remember growing up as a child, my dad drove an S10.
Okay.
It was
my dad also used to have an S10, but I think it was one of the round ones.
It was the extended cab with the little flip down seat in the back. Yeah, so you had to sit
sideways.
You had to sit like this. That was my spot because I was the youngest of 3, so I was always in that little seat.
Right.
With the little cup holder shoved into your knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of his first vehicle that I could remember growing up with. This thing needs to be slammed.
No,
I don't want to.
It's 4-wheel drive.
Okay, you could, dude. Imagine if that thing had like a 5.3 with a turbo on it, though.
I will say, from this front angle right here, that looks like a Jeep Comanche.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
You see that?
It does.
That's
it
like,
does a lot.
if I saw it driving down the road, I'd have to do a double take.
Almost the same exact grill as a Cherokee, because that's really what it is. It's all the same body panelings as a Cherokee.
Gotcha.
That grill is very identical to what a Cherokee comes with.
I will say, not my favorite bumper on this thing, albeit what else do you do? I like the Chevy, the Heartland, whatever, Heartbeat of America that they sell on eBay that everybody has on their truck. I like that. I'm going to give this a, just because it's like, I bet this thing would be fun out on the ranch.
Oh, dude, this is what you need on the ranch.
I'll give it it's really clean. Yeah. I'll give it a, look at that. I mean, nobody's putting like the backflip style bed tonneau covers on these things. Yeah. I'll give him a 4 or 5.
I'll give him a 5. I like it. It's cool. Honestly, like, I would turn and look at this before I looked at that Ram going down the road.
Poor guy with the Ram, man.
I'm sorry, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
I like this. This is cool. I would look at that and go, hell yeah, man. Like, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, no, it's cool. And the way you talk about it looks like you enjoyed and have fun with it. So I can appreciate
That's
that.
the most important thing.
It really is.
All right, let's do one more here, Dedick. We've got a 1977 C30 with a 5.7 drop from Ontario, Canada. Ooh. All right, so I know nothing about the drop world. Yep. What is that?
This is it for me.
5 inches in the front, 7 in the rear. What is a 5.7? Is that what that means?
Yes.
All right, this is Dedick's alley. Dedick has also a C10 that looks very similar to this.
So this truck actually looks a whole lot alike with the truck that actually inspired me to buy the C10.
Okay.
And that would be Zach off Hoonigan. He had the Boomhauer. That's what they named it, with the boom tubes. And they went and did a crazy build. And this was basically the exact same truck. And, does that thing party? This thing looks like it could party. This is like, this is it for me. Like, if I had, to buy another C10, this is one of them. Like, I've got like 3 more square bodies in my mind of what I want to own before I'm done buying them. This body style is one of them on that list, and then we've got a few crew cabs. But
gotcha.
Dude, this is sick. What did he say y'all did with it?
We didn't get much. We just got just 5.7 drop from Ontario, Canada. A little more description helps, guys. A little more description helps.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I feel like they're just sending what square bodies they have to appeal to me.
Is that like a notched frame?
Yeah, so that's a notched frame. Okay. So you can see it right there. I'm pointing to you, obviously not to y'all. You can kind of see where they cut out and then they bolt in the little notch. It looks like he might have welded his in.
What's up with that rear end? That rear end looks like something's going on there. Is that factory rear end?
that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't.
Description would have been great.
Dark, yeah.
So when I look at this, I see Dedick rolling up to my house when he lived with me, bringing some more crap to store in my yard. So I'm a little tainted on it because of that.
Hell yeah.
But at the end of the day, like there's two ways you can go with trucks like this. You either, well, I guess three ways. You fully restore them, or you resto mod them, which is more probably like our world.
Yeah.
You basically making them look classic, but they got newer-ish parts, newer motor. Or you leave them like this, where you can see the patina on the wheels, you can see the patina on the bumper. The paint doesn't look great. To me, if you're actually caring about the truck and you're going to spend all the time to do this, make it not resto mod it.
Yeah.
If you're going to be like Dedick used to be before he's going to end up doing all his right, and it's just like you're driving a lower truck down a beat up dirt road every day, then you leave them like this.
Yeah.
So for that, I'm going to give it a and for lack of description, I don't know if he's got motor work done. I don't know any of that. So I'm going to give it a 4 or 5.
This thing looks like the driver should have the window down, arm smacked onto the side of the door, holding on.
Grab the mirror.
Yup. Kind of like switching between the steering wheel and your big gulp and your little like cooler cup holder you got on your bench seat.
All right.
Just doing some donuts and just enjoying this truck. This thing looks like it'd be fun to drive.
All right.
But yeah, I'm with you on what you said. And honestly, I feel like this is a great base for something you can build off of.
Right.
A 5.7 drop is realistic. They're cheap. They're easy to throw on.
Okay.
There's a little of cutting involved and some work to be done. But at the end of the day, if that's all that's done to this thing, it's a base. So I hate to do this, but this is only like a 6.5 for me.
Okay.
Now this thing could be a 10 real quick and real fast. Just a few things done to it. Like, honestly, like that paint looks decent.
Yeah.
Polish it up, clean it up, throw some wheels and tires on it. The ride height is there. I like the ride height. Just clean this thing up. You can get interiors for these trucks super cheap and
I've learned a
easy.
lot from seeing Dedick do his that other than the prices of these things it's fluctuated, but the truck itself, I mean, these used to be like $900 trucks.
For the person back then collecting them, that's
but you can literally get every part for these trucks as a remanufactured part to where like they're pretty cheap to make nice. As long as you got a solid frame and a decently solid body, they're pretty. I mean, you could dang near buy every panel for this thing, right?
Actually, there's a company that makes the entire body for it now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Like it's insane. You can literally order the body of the truck.
Okay.
And it's crazy. These trucks are gonna be something like these. Yeah, you saw when we went to SEMA. It was they took
Square
over.
body heaven.
They took over. And
all
I
the
loved
classic
it.
Chevys. So
but
all right, guys. I think that's gonna call it for this one. Glad to have these back. If you guys want to get your truck on here, truckreview@hotmail.com. Truckreview@hotmail.com. Please send us 1 to 2 high quality pictures with a description. The descriptions are very importante. We will be doing a couple more of these. We'll probably bring in Sergio, bring in some other guests. Let's get this started. Maybe we'll like doctor up the background here and make this look a lot classier than it currently looks right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please click the subscribe button. That way you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, aka thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com because if there's anything you want in this life, you got to be willing to
work for it.
You guys are the best. I'm out.
Workforapparel.com. Get your stuff. Order.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.